Beasts of the Left-Hand Path. In the Black Art of Vampirism by Tempel of the Black Vampire. In the year of the leader, we are responding in 132 to that from 119 to 126 by Tyrant Nirka. Others from Tempel of the Black Vampire. The Lycanthropos and Vampiri now striking out. See salvation in what is outside of light and in the mire. They accept the designation of worthlessness by the sons and daughters of light, and see the upright of God as the side to approach with fire. Their kingdom is dangled before those who do not put the infernal channels to reproach, crowned with death and prepared to harvest other than souls. They turn to unlimited our blackness, mother beyond time and tension, and others as devils of the night. Beyond and against ethics and laws, they fight. Superior or not, their conquests in the material world are to be without guilt, shame, or fear of such as blight. At their bequest, the projections change form and the egregores feed in their absence and lack of consciousness. They use others as a tool and are to learn to keep hidden the intentions that are predatory. Externalize the internal change that can bring its transition violently. Outer crime and perversion is not the deepest corruption of those, or counter-creation and misanthropy. Learn to control dreams and emotions. There will be done in others as the dominion of the undead entities. Go beyond mere art and fantasy to the science of the mighty. We are not to be in slavery to fetishism or some pretentious society. The Temple of the Black Vampire is supposed to be beyond slavery to materiality. The blood pool and a causal are open to each ancestry. How will you be made separate in your spirituality? And so that's with that. So the gear of the roller and some other stuff, it's modes that strike terror, as it says in the book, regardless of ancestry, and that sort of stuff. There's not this inherent prejudice. So it's just something they do to make a point. Symbols are far more open to things, and oh, I heard it's associated with some political movement. So I have no idea. I have no idea what associations some people could have when it comes to the symbols that I use on this channel. But the thing with Order of 9 angles related groups, which the Temple of the Black Vampire is, they try to operate in a modality that, okay, if they come together, communicate in regard to whatever, yeah, So, because they say, "Are you a moralist, bro?" or whatever people comment on these videos. Codex Artaxerxes by A. Moraine was a bigger book, but the compactness or the potency of the feeling in the Black Art of Vampirism, it's stronger with this one. Now, perhaps I've spent more years studying and practicing in regards to all these things, but yeah, there's that. But basically, you don't, you don't have to take part in what the other person does in their free time. And why cast out somebody? Why cast out somebody because of, well, when you could be sharing in something mutual. If you don't agree what they're doing elsewhere, or if it's not your personal taste, that's the point that this book and this group is making, is that their personal so we see on the meme, there are those who are a conscious and deliberate force of corruption. Such witches will prey upon those whom they regard as inferior and be in covenants with demons. Hence the real definition of witchcraft. But I just thought I'd say that disclaimer is like criminality and perversion and all that. It's not necessary, and you don't have to be an accomplice to anybody else. But now you can take this symbol to be another way, sort of the Thor's hammer sort of thing, in the center there. We have the symbol of the left-hand path, right-hand path. Let's not moralize that sort of thing into some dichotomy or whatever, but this does seem to be a left-hand path form of vampirism, a Moraine sort of more right-hand path, I think. But see, I've included of the meaning, but the blessing, the formation, I'm dragging my mouse over the thing and you can't see that, but the bringing the light, not in a Kanaz sort of way, but sort of a good sign. Something that was becoming something else, being absorbed into something else, sort of a black sun. They talk about being the black hole of a human being.